What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So tonight, me and Josh are gonna go see The Accountant Dose. So prior to last night, actually, I had not seen the first Accountant, but I heard that the second film was coming out, so I looked up what the first one was about, and it seemed interesting. Seemed like a good cast, Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, Jon Bernthal, Cynthia Robinson, and J.K. Simmons, so I was like, let's check it out. So I watched it last night, and it was overall a fine film. It didn't do anything to blow me away, but it wasn't horrible either. But I've heard the second film is really good, really fun, really funny. I'm interested in exploring the relationship between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal's characters. They are brothers, and it kind of set up a growing relationship with them at the end of the first film, so I'm interested in seeing what they do with that relationship in this new film. So, I'm gonna head over to the bougie theater Josh likes to go to. We're gonna watch the movie and then give our reviews after. See y'all there. So we just got out of the movie, The Accountant 2. Spoiler review here, there's your warning. Josh, what'd you think, my man?
So I loved the first Accountant, just as a heads up. So when I heard that they were making a second Accountant, it has been a long time, by the way, since they made the first one.
The first one came out in 2016, so almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's 9 years since the first Accountant. So I was really looking forward to see what they were going to do with this second Accountant. The result was quite weak, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Oh, okay.
If I had to give this film a rating, I would give it a 3.5 out of 10.
3.5, okay.
Yeah, I give it a very bad rating. There's a host of issues with this film.
Like?
The film checks in a 2 hour and 5 minute runtime.
Well, that's including credits, right?
No?
No?
Well, that includes credits, but actually it didn't. Because when the film started at 4:20, and it technically started at 4:30, and it ended at 6:30.
Uh-huh.
I think the film's actual runtime is somewhere in 2 hours. But here's the thing. You feel every bit of that 2 hours. Like, it feels like the longest film you've ever watched. It's so, and that's not a good thing.
I mean, I'll agree with, like, maybe the beginning of it. Yeah. I was like, okay, let's get going here, but... Okay, keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, it was just the fact that it felt like, first off, the plot of the film, just super random. Like, I didn't know what was happening until, like, the last 30 minutes of the film. Because they don't really explain these things really well. They show you this photograph, and they don't really explain, oh yeah, that girl in the photograph, she is the person. I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't explained that well at all.
Yeah.
I was like, I just figured that out because something crazy happened in the plot. And then you think about some of the other stuff that happened. The fact is, like, it's the accountant. You're expecting action. You're expecting some crazy stuff to happen. And they throw you the comedy out. So I feel like it doesn't really do a good job of delivering on what I want from an accountant film.
Mm-hmm.
It also doesn't really give me much else. Like, don't get me wrong, Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal do an okay job in their roles, but I just think the material that they're pulling from, because of the way the direction of the film went, was just not a great direction. So, in addition to the fact that it didn't have a good direction going for it, I think there are just, like, some very, like, random things, like them killing off J.K. Simmons, just, like, super early up in the film. Walking me, Ryan, pick up the pace.
Sorry.
Pick up the pace.
I'm sorry.
Pick up the pace. Don't make me get crazy on you now.
You're already crazy.
Don't make me bring out my accountant side now.
Oh no.
I got the autism. You know
oh no, Josh. Josh, no. Josh, no.
But on a serious note, no, pick up the pace. Yeah, I just think it was too long. I think if you're gonna go this direction with the source material, it needs to be a 90-minute film. Perfect example of this is the film Warfare. I just saw that film yesterday.
Warfare?
Warfare. That film's probably the best film I've seen this year. It's a 92-minute runtime film.
We should have gone and see that.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you spitting right now. We still can.
Hey, maybe we'll do that later this week.
Hey, yes sir. Well, we can do that right now. No, but no, it was that film was 92 minutes and it felt great. You go watch this film. If this film was 92 minutes, I think I would have liked it a little bit more. Maybe it gets a 5 out of 10 for me.
It was a bit slow in some parts, I'll agree.
Well, I really think it was just slow the entire film, and then and the thing is, I don't think the director realizes this. I don't care about the dynamic between the brothers. Yeah, it's cool and all, But I just want to see action. I'm not expecting anything else from an accountant film other than an action film. It's like if they made a John Wilk film and the whole thing.
Hold on, what did you say, John Wilk?
John Wilkes Booth film. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
John
I thought you,
Wilk. No, I
okay.
meant to say John Wick.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's like
That's
if
what I
you
thought.
made a John Wilk. I can't speak straight. This film's got me so turned.
Turned.
It's like if you made a John Wick film.
Okay.
And they gave you 80% of the film is dialogue and 20% of the film is action.
Let's hope that's not what the ballerina is gonna
Dude,
be.
if the ballerina is 80% dialogue, 20% action, you can keep that pile of dog.
Okay.
That is not worth your time. But neither is this film. If I gotta be real with you, there's other films in theater right now that you can spend your money on that will be a better usage of your coin. For example, the film I just mentioned, Warfare. Really good film that's in theaters right now. Go watch that one. For example, another film that I thought was okay was the film Drop. Now, Drop is a very average film. It's probably a 5 out of 10 for me.
Uh-huh.
But at least I liked the concept and they tried something new. Yeah, it's pretty one-dimensional. But at least it tried something. And it wasn't bad. It just wasn't the greatest. But if you want to go see a film in theaters and you're like, man, should I go watch The Accountant 2 today? Just become your own accountant and and recollect your choices.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for that insightful review.
Yeah, I hope that gave you enough. I hope I could give you enough information so that the audience can make a well-informed decision on what they spend their money on. Because let me tell you, this is if you spent money on this is like going into your restroom, putting all your money in your wallet into the toilet and flushing it right down the drain. That's what you would be doing if you went and watched The Accountant 2. Dude, this is a film. There's a bird on the left side, there's a duck there, and then there's a turtle. This is like Godzilla versus King Kong type beat. Duck versus turtle.
Duck versus turtle?
Look at that crap. Do you see the way that turtle's posed up? That turtle is T-posed up, fam.
Let me zoom in on
That
that.
turtle's like...
Yeah, look at that.
That's what that turtle's saying right now. That turtle's like, I am the apex predator. I am the Goliath grouper. And the duck's like, yo, what's up, cuh? That duck's like, man, I'm too cool for school, man. And then that turtle's like... Ryan, you just got out of seeing The Accountant 2.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on that film?
So I'm gonna give it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. A little bit higher than Josh. I enjoyed the film a lot more.
Man, why don't you just attack me personally? Why don't you?
No. So I liked it slightly better than the original. I had much more fun with this one. I think the comedy, I know you didn't really enjoy that, Josh, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really funny. The relationship between Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal, their characters, I thought was really nice. Good to see most of the original cast back. Cynthia Addai Robinson in particular, really enjoyed her character again. And then this one, the final battle, I'm gonna call it, is I think much more satisfying because they're saving children from being like literally buried alive. You see them like being like digging the hole and driving the children there in the bus to bury them alive. It's just very satisfying to see them take down these people who are doing that to them, making sure they go to that facility. What's it called? Harbor?
Yeah, Harbor.
Harbor, yeah. And that's another thing. The sister at Harbor, who's like, what would you call her? She gives them like their missions over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she in this film, she's trained other kids to basically do the same thing to help them out, get them information that they need. So I thought that was really interesting to see. But there are some moments that are very slow, especially in the beginning. I'm like, okay, what exactly is happening here? Let's pick up the pace a little bit here. But overall, much more enjoyable than the first, but not a film I would go back and rewatch on my own. Just a film for group viewing, I think.
Man, that sun is shining on you. Look at Saint Ryan right there. This looks like
This
looks like a medieval church painting right now. This man's all sunned up. You're right.
Which way are we going, man?
Walk this way. Walk this way.
Walk this way.
To the left.
To the left. No. I'd say if you just want this is just like an average okay film if you're in the mood to see Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal together. They're dynamic, making some jokes and shooting some guns, I suppose. If that's the type of thing you're into, definitely go see this movie. There's definitely a lot of fun to be had, but there's also a lot of slower, not as interesting fun moments. There's a lot of stuff that I think you agree with this, Josh. There's a lot of stuff that I don't think was explained very well. There's a lot of stuff where you're like wondering, wait, how does this make sense? What is this character doing?
Yeah, what is even the story?
Yeah, I was a little confused at some points what exactly was happening. Overall, okay film, 5 or 6 out of 10.
Heck yeah.
And
I mean,
I think that's all.
And I like the humor, by the way. I want to go on record. I like the humor. I just think it's like, that's not what it's not even like that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I just think that I expect action out of a film like this. And when I only get 20% of the film as action.
Yeah, that's another thing. There isn't as much action in this one. And like I said, sometimes you're just like, okay, let's pick up the pace a little bit. Let's do something a little more entertaining here. Said he's about to spit, so I started recording.
I went and saw the accountant.
Did you now?
He told me put all your finances in Bitcoin. So I threw all of that into the crypto market. 5 years later, I'm sitting down in a Nevada casino betting 40 million on red. Later that night, I was living the high life, sipping on Mountain Dew, watching me some Sports Center at the Bellagio, betting on horses, greyhounds, heck, wiener dogs running races on the sport track, looking at that dome as all the animations went by. I might go catch me a Rolling Stone residency, is what I thought that meant. But then I had to consult the accountant. That is all.
Okay. By the way, Josh has his own channel where he reviews Christian rap albums. Dropped a pretty fire video today. Very good intro, Josh. Great review. Everyone go check it out. Leave the link down below. All right, Josh, you going to do the outro for us today?
Yes, sir. That was another episode of Ryan's Reviews. Let us know what you thought about The Accountant 2 if you went and saw it. Did you think you wasted your money? Did you think you made some memories watching this film? Let us know down in the comment section below. As for us, we're out of here.
All right. Bye, everyone.